I'm introducing legislation that, in essence, builds upon what we as Republicans, the Speaker of the House, the Governor has already begun, which is go through our Tennessee Code annotated and start cutting antiquated and burdensome laws. This position it's a 4-year term, and then it expires or sunsets. And so this individual will sit down and continue to go through code and pull out antiquated and burdensome laws, and he'll interface with departments and commissioners and look at forms and regulations that are burdensome and hurt businesses to expand and to grow. And then he'll compile this every year, and he'll make a recommendation to the governor's office and to the legislature on what he thinks and interprets as being burdensome and overregulated. And then we'll look at it, and we will or will not remove those.
So antiquated, obviously there's always some kind of strange antiquated laws.
Yeah.
But burdensome and overregulated, that seems like that would be a little bit more up to interpretation.
It is up to interpretation. And so he will make a report, and I imagine it's going to be quite expansive, because at the end of the first year, that's 25% of his term. He's done in 3 more years, if you will. So he was going to be a busy guy, a busy girl, going through and making what he thinks could be burdensome or heavy-handed. And then we'll look at it as the legislative body. We'll look at it and we'll determine, yes, we will attempt to delete it from the rules and or law book, or no, we want to keep it. This began a couple of years ago, just talking to friends and that says, Glenn, as conservatives, we believe in shrinking small government, or we believe in shrinking the size of government. What are y'all doing to do that? Of course, it was really 2010 before we really got the majority. And it just dawned on me that though we're doing a lot of good things and we have begun the process, it's not organized and it's not focused. And so that's what this does. It makes us organized, it makes us focused, someone that's committed to only finding things that need to be deleted. I think the first year the low-hanging fruit will be going through the code books, the law books, and just pulling out things that are right there. I think years 2, 3, and 4, he'll be talking to commissioners and department heads on what do you see that's in policy and procedures, but firsthand is not needed or is a burden. And so that'll be a little more detective work on that office of the repealer.
What's to stop? Lawmakers could basically be doing that right now.
We could. The problem is, I have a staff basically of 1, and most legislators have a staff of 1, and that individual is committed full-time to constituent service. So we're part-time legislators, and Mondays and Fridays I work full-time at my job. And so that's why I'm bringing in someone that's focused and committed just to one thing. And then in 4 years, it sunsets. His position sunsets.
And does that person have a staff or?
No staff.
So it's just one
person.
So obviously there are some people kind of ridiculing the idea. Say you're expanding, hiring somebody else to make government smaller kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
and I would submit this position already exists. The Secretary of State is just moving responsibilities around. So there'll be no new funds appropriated. And then again, in 4 years, it goes away by law.